What's shaking, everyone? So President Trump has tested positive for COVID, so has the First Lady, and they are going to be staying at Walter Reed Hospital for the duration of their quarantine. And right now symptoms are light, and maybe that'll change over the weekend. Who knows? Hopefully not. Hopefully it does get better, and this is merely... Dude, it was a law of averages thing. The amount of people that he sees on a daily basis, he was bound to eventually contract it. So hopefully this is just going to be a small bump in the road. And I can't believe it's happening right now, though. Would have figured it would have happened sooner, much like when Boris Johnson got it in, I think that was April or May, right? But regardless, we're going to take a look at what's going on right now, what we know, and we're going to take a look at a bit of the reaction out there because it's disgusting, fucking sickening, to be completely honest. But just want to let you guys know I appreciate you taking the time to click on this video here and give a new channel a try. What we're trying to do here is parse out the horse shit from the actual truth. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to parse out than others, but more importantly, we're just trying to have a laugh at the news and sports in general. So if there's a topic that you would like covered in the future on this channel, feel free to drop it in that comment section down below. And while you're down there, if you like the type of content that we put out over here, if you want to hit that subscribe button or just drop a like, it helps grow the channel and we can contend with some of the big boys out there. And I hope you take the time to stick around as we parse through the Trump's positive COVID-19 test, as according to CNN throws the country into a fresh upheaval. But that's CNN for you. They just like to spin everything because they need ratings, because mainstream media is in its death throes, and people like myself and others out there who are trying to do it on their own don't need to resort to tactics of sensationalizing and scare tactics. But Trump tweeted that they tested positive for COVID-19 last night after Hope Hicks, one of the presidential aides, had tested positive earlier on Thursday. And as a precaution, they took the tests and yes, guess what? COVID-19 positive. That really sucks. It throws a question of what's going to happen with the next set of debates. Who knows how long they're going to be quarantined for, what this actually means for the next debates with all of the precautions that they were trying to throw into the next set of debates anyways, with the moderator having a ability to turn off the microphone for anybody who is making too many interruptions. Now we're in a situation where is the second debate even going to happen? Is it going to get pushed back? Is it going to be virtual? Because then the moderator can just shut off whoever's interrupting. We all know it's just going to be for Trump anyways. And just shutting off their stream, cutting off their mic, and only making it just the most archaic thing you'll ever see. Like, it'll really expose the mainstream media for just being totally out of touch, because what's the most popular podcast? What's the most popular type of content on YouTube right now? I'll just use YouTube as an example because it is, in fact, it's still the premier video service out there on the web. The most important or the most popular stuff is long form. Joe Rogan's podcast, several other podcasts of that nature, they are long form discussions, and giving Trump and Biden only 2 minutes and then segmenting off however much time they're supposed to be able to speak really would just show the age of the media. I wouldn't put it past them to do it, but if they want to expedite their lurch towards death, by all means, feel free to do that. But that's just my speculation on what might happen in the next couple of weeks. Mike Pence, the next set of debates were supposed to be between the vice presidential candidates anyways, Kamala Harris and Mike Pence, who really just looks like the $6 million vice president. The guy has a great head of hair, but it'll be interesting to watch those debates too, because they'll actually figure out what Mike Pence's voice sounds like. The guy hasn't done fuck all really for the past 4 years. So now that house cleaning is out of the way, let's see what the Trumps are doing for treatment so far. So Trump is being treated with an experimental drug cocktail for COVID-19, and here's what it is. According to CBS, the White House says President Donald Trump is being treated for COVID-19 with an experimental drug cocktail. The president's physician, Sean P. Conley, released a memo Friday afternoon saying the president has received a single 8-gram dose of Regeneron's polyclonal antibody cocktail as a precautionary measure. The medication is still undergoing a clinical trial, with the first data from 275 non-hospitalized patients showing that it's reduced viral load and the time to alleviate symptoms, the company said in a press release this week. Along with the experimental drug, Connolly noted that Mr. Trump is also taking zinc, vitamin D, famotidine, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, the medication, and Pepcid for heartburn, acid reflux. Obviously, I really feel bad for the closest McDonald's location of the White House, because if you guys are going to send your thoughts and prayers out anywhere too, make sure to include them, because they're going to see a steep decline in visitations in the next 2 weeks. So thoughts and prayers to the local McDonald's. Melatonin and a daily aspirin. Late Friday afternoon, the president was transported to Walter Reed Medical Center for a few days of treatment out of an abundance of caution, according to White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany. There's a lot of reports out there right now that's saying, oh, the Trumps are being hospitalized. No, that's just where they're going to be doing their quarantine out of, like McEnany said, an abundance of caution, because you know how many people are milling about the White House on a daily basis. That isn't the place where the president merely lives. That's where most of the presidential operations take place on a daily basis. It's more or less just a main place of operation and less of an actual abode. So as shocking as this diagnosis or positive test, however you want to put it, is, it's not the first person who's been in the Trump administration who has tested positive. In fact, Trump's national security advisor has tested positive, and he's not the first person in his extended family to test positive either. Kimberly Guilfoyle, who is the girlfriend of Don Jr., she successfully recovered and didn't pass it on to any of the family that they were staying with, Don Jr. and Kim, and she was successfully treated by early applications of hydroxychloroquine, zinc, and the Z-Pack as well. Much like what they're doing right now with President Trump, they're trying to get out ahead of this to lessen the symptoms, to lessen the symptomatic time, because what we know right now is fatigue and a fever. That's about it right now. So it's very mild, and hopefully it stays that way. Absolutely hope it stays that way. And most reasonable people out there are. Rachel Maddow, the chief trumpeter of the Russiagate hope, at least had a very eloquent, very well thought out statement wishing Trump well and a speedy recovery. Same with the Bidens, man. It was very, very nice, very well written, and it shows that there is civility on both sides, that this is more or less just a game, which anybody with a pair of eyes can absolutely see that this is just all theatrics and a background drop to what's really going on. But of course, what's more prevalent in society than COVID-19? Well, more prevalent over the past 4 years, Trump derangement syndrome. And for as many great statements and tweets as there are out there right now, they're about eclipsed fivefold by the negativity. And negativity is the nicest way you could put it. So Steven Crowder there up at the top, taking a moment at today's Michigan rally to say a prayer for real Donald Trump. And he was holding a rally at the states of the Michigan State House to drag their little dictator, but that's not the point. He took some time to, lead the entire crowd in a nice little prayer, say a couple of nice words for the president. Obviously, he's one of the most prolific right-wing pundits. I don't think he's funny, so it's not fair to call him a comedian, but the man is a significantly intelligent mind out there, and we need a lot more people like that out there. But of course, what's the tweet right under it? Pray for Trump. I pray he gets worse. Or how about one of the blue check marks? Pray for Trump. Sorry, all my sympathies and kindness went to the 200,000 plus Americans he killed. Or how about this spooky flick person? Pray for Trump. The only thing I'm praying for is for him to recover from being a racist, misogynist, homophobic piece of shit. Or how about Bonnie Elizabeth Parker? Me praying COVID takes out Trump. Aren't these just great human beings? Like, obviously, you can just scroll through it for yourself. It's really sick, and it exposes these people as just being terrible human beings. It's disgusting to see people hate somebody that they've never met, don't know on a personal level. All they know is what's being fed to them. And chief among them, Michael Moore, you see it trending over here in Canada, and he sent his prayers and well wishes to the coronavirus itself and not to the Trumps, because at the end of the day, he is just a fat grifter. But all in all, that's the entire point of this video. I just wanted to expose just how awful some of these people are and give you an update as of right now how the Trumps are doing, and let's all legitimately hope for a speedy recovery so we can get back to the can't even say regularly scheduled programming, because God knows 2020 is going to throw something else fucking ridiculous at us. Anyways, guys, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I greatly appreciate it, and I've been Khan Swaylo, and I want you guys to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.